Have you ever wondered why, despite making decent money and working your tail off, you still panic every time you check your bank balance? Or worse, had your card declined buying groceries while your kids watched, even though you knew you had money coming tomorrow? You're not alone. Millions of hardworking people just like you wake up each morning, put in a full day's work, maybe even hustle with a side gig, while secretly living in terror of that dreaded overdraft fee notification. Maybe you've tried those fancy budgeting apps like Mint or YNAB that promise to fix everything, expensive financial courses that never actually address your real problem, or those extreme cash-only envelope systems that lasted about 3 weeks before real life kicked in. What if I told you the real reason you keep getting slammed with overdraft fees isn't because you're spending too much money? It's actually because your bank account suffers from what I call account architecture failure. Your checking account is like a busy intersection with no traffic lights. Your paychecks and bills crash into each other because everything uses the same lane at the wrong times. Think about it. Your rent hits on the 1st, but your paycheck doesn't land until the 3rd. Your car payment drafts on Tuesday, but your direct deposit posts on Wednesday. Your phone bill pulls money on Friday morning, but your freelance check won't clear until Friday afternoon. Banks make billions from these crashes by charging you fees every single time the timing doesn't line up perfectly, costing the average American over $340 a year in overdraft fees alone. That's money you worked your ass off for, gone, handed straight to the bank for absolutely nothing, except bad timing they helped create. And no amount of spending less or tracking every coffee purchase can fix this, because the problem isn't how much you spend, it's when your money moves. Even more shocking? According to the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, banks deliberately manipulate posting order to maximize these crashes and create more fee opportunities. The science is clear. When your account architecture is broken like this, you'll continue to get hit with surprise overdraft fees even when you have money coming tomorrow. Feel that stomach-dropping panic every time you swipe your card. Hide bank statements from your spouse because you're ashamed of the fees. Say no to activities with friends because you're secretly broke after fees. Live paycheck to paycheck even when you make decent money. But here's the good news. Your bank account can be fixed, and it doesn't require cutting your spending, tracking every penny, or switching to some complicated budgeting app that you'll abandon in 2 weeks. You need what I call paycheck collision prevention. It's like creating separate lanes on a highway so your paycheck and your bills never crash into each other at the wrong time. Right now, everything flows through one checking account. Chaos, crashes, fees, kind of like using the same door for people entering and leaving a crowded store. Banks make billions from these timing collisions. They actually reorder your transactions to create more crashes, more fees, more profit for them. But here's what they don't want you to know. You can eliminate every single collision point by separating your money into different channels before the crashes happen. Think of it like this. Instead of one chaotic intersection where everything crashes together, you create separate lanes. One lane for your paycheck to land safely, another lane for your bills to flow out smoothly, a third lane for your daily spending, and a buffer lane that catches any timing gaps. Picture this. Your $2,000 paycheck lands Tuesday, but your $1,200 rent drafts Monday. That's a collision waiting to happen. With paycheck collision prevention, that rent money is already parked safely before the draft hits. No more crashes, no more fees. This works through what I call preloading, moving your bill money into position 5 to 7 days before it's due. So when your rent tries to draft on Monday, the money is already sitting there waiting. Your paycheck on Tuesday never even meets your rent payment. The beauty of paycheck collision prevention is that it doesn't require you to spend less money.
You're not cutting anything. You're not tracking anything. You're just changing when and where your money moves.
And yes, it even works if your income is irregular. Whether you get paid weekly, bi-weekly, or through unpredictable freelance checks, this system automatically adapts by separating what comes in from what goes out. Studies from the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau show that timing mismatches cause 80% of overdraft fees, not overspending. The Federal Reserve found that small automatic systems prevent more financial stress than complex budgeting methods. And research from behavioral economists proves that separating money into different buckets, like we do with this system, makes people save more and stress less without any extra effort. But you might be thinking, this sounds too simple. I've tried organizing my money before and it never works. Well, let me tell you a story first. How did I figure this out? I need to be completely honest with you. I'm not a financial advisor, certified planner, or banking expert. I don't have fancy credentials or years of professional experience. I started it as a regular person who was tired of watching people I care about lose money they couldn't afford to lose. It honestly hurt to see my parents, my friends, even my coworkers constantly getting hit with overdraft fees. I refuse to accept that this was just part of life. While everyone keeps saying to just budget better or track your spending, I dove into the research to find out what was really happening. So I started digging. What I discovered in federal reports and banking studies was shocking. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau's 2017 data clearly shows that banks deliberately manipulate posting order to maximize fees. They process your biggest transactions first, then smaller ones, creating more overdrafts from the same account balance. The Federal Reserve's 2024 household report confirmed that timing mismatches are what cause most financial stress, not overspending. But here's the part that made me angry. Research from the Pew Charitable Trusts shows that account architecture failure, having all your money flow through one checking account, creates inevitable collision points between paychecks and bills. Banks profit billions from this chaos because they designed the system to fail at the worst possible moments. These aren't my theories or opinions. They're documented findings from government agencies and academic research. I simply connected the dots that others had missed and created what I call paycheck collision prevention. And once I saw the research laid out, it all made sense. Every single data set told the same story. People weren't failing at budgeting. They were being trapped by a broken system. I didn't create this system because I'm an expert. I created it because the research pointed to a solution that wasn't being used. It's not based on expert opinion or guesswork. It's based on government research that banks would rather you never see. Your overdraft fees aren't inevitable, and your financial stress doesn't have to continue. Once you understand how to break the timing cycle, your money finally starts working for you, not against you. So think about this. Wouldn't it be life-changing to finally have a research-backed system that prevents overdraft fees before they happen, rather than just tracking where your money went after it's gone? Wouldn't you want to never again feel that stomach drop panic when you check your balance? Can you imagine what your life would look like with zero banking surprises and money automatically saving itself from every single paycheck? That's why I created the Zero Overdrafts in 30 Days, the Paycheck Planning System. This isn't just another budgeting app or expense tracker that tells you what you already spent. It's a bank-beating, fee-proof system designed specifically for working people who get slammed with overdraft fees even when they have enough money coming in. Unlike monthly budgets that ignore your paycheck timing or apps that track spending after the damage is done, the paycheck planning system uses paycheck collision prevention, the same method that eliminates all timing crashes between your income and outgoing bills. Here's what makes this system completely different from everything else you've tried. Module 1, Bank Architecture Setup. You'll get the exact account structure that separates your money into collision-proof channels. No more paychecks and bills crashing into each other in the same account. This alone prevents 90% of overdraft fees before they can happen. Module 2, Automation Timing Protocol. The step-by-step system that preloads your bills 5 to 7 days early and runs your automations the day after your paycheck settles. Banks can't hit you with fees when your money is already there waiting. Module 3, Irregular Income Adaptation. The flexible system that works even when your side gig pay changes every month. You'll get mini-syncing fund formulas and mid-month adjustment worksheets that scale up or down based on what actually hits your account. Module 4, Savings Ladder System. The automatic skim method that builds your emergency fund, flex savings, and goal buckets from every single paycheck. Even if you've never saved a dollar before, your money saves itself while you sleep. Module 5, Rapid Recovery Protocol. The same-day fixes and fee reversal scripts for when life throws you a curveball. You'll know exactly what to do and what to say to get fees reversed and get back on track fast. Imagine checking your bank balance with confidence instead of that stomach drop panic. Picture paying your rent early instead of scrambling at the last minute. Envision watching your savings grow automatically every month without thinking about it. And most importantly, imagine never again getting that text message that says, insufficient funds, followed by a $35 fee that makes you want to scream. This is the financial peace of mind that's waiting for you with the Zero Overdrafts in 30 Days system. And the best part? It takes to complete the setup once, and after that, the system runs automatically. Now, you might be wondering how much a complete system like this costs. Most financial advisors charge $200 to $500 per hour just to tell you to spend less and save more. That's up to $2,000 for basic advice that doesn't even fix your timing problems. And those fancy budgeting apps? They charge $12 to $15 per month for software that tracks your spending, but never prevents a single overdraft fee. But here's the thing. I didn't create the zero overdrafts in 30 days system to make it another expensive financial product that only rich people can afford. I built this because I know what it's like to work hard, earn decent money, and still get slammed with fees because the timing never works out right. I genuinely want every hardworking person to have access to this. Now tell me, how would your life change if you had the 4-week zero overdrafts sprint for fast, practical results? Simple bank setup and automations that keep bills and spending separate. The rapid recovery protocol to fix mistakes and get fees reversed. Flexible envelope system to control weekly spending without spreadsheets. The savings ladder that builds your emergency, flex, and goal funds automatically. Step-by-step guidance for freelancers and variable income earners. The good news is, you are on the right path to changing your life forever. Unfortunately, not everyone watching this will be able to get access to the system. And here's why I have to limit this. I want every new member to actually succeed with this system, not just buy it and forget about it. To keep the support personal and the results consistent, I'm capping enrollment at 200 members for this phase. That way, every question gets answered and no one slips through the cracks. I want to reward early adopters, the people who take action first, with lifetime access at the lowest price it'll ever be offered. Plus, your bank is making hundreds of dollars off your overdraft fees every year. They don't want you to know these timing tricks. The longer this system stays at this price, the more attention it gets from banks who might try to change their policies to block these methods. So if you're tired of living in fear of your bank balance, if you're ready to stop giving your hard-earned money to banks as penalty fees, if you want to finally build savings without cutting out everything you enjoy, click the link below right now to secure your spot in the zero overdrafts in 30 days system. Don't wait until the price increases or your bank hits you with another round of fees. This is your chance to fix the timing problem once and for all, without tracking every penny or living like a monk. And because I want to make absolutely sure you never get hit with another overdraft fee again, I'm including 4 game-changing bonuses absolutely free when you join today. Bonus number 1, Rapid Recovery Protocol. When life throws you a curveball and your timing gets messed up, this step-by-step emergency guide gets you back on track in under 24 hours. No matter what happens, unexpected bill, late paycheck, surprise expense, you'll know exactly what to do to prevent any fees from hitting your account. Bonus number 2, Bill Calendar Template, $17 value. This beautifully designed calendar maps every single one of your bills to your exact paycheck dates. No more guessing when money needs to move. No more panic about timing. Just fill in your dates once and follow the simple system.
Bonus number 3, Bank Setup Checklist, $19 value. This foolproof checklist walks you through setting up your account architecture perfectly with any bank. It's a plug-and-play system. You'll know exactly which accounts to open, how to route your paycheck, and when to automate transfers so every bill, expense, and savings goal runs on autopilot. Follow it once, and your money practically manages itself. Bonus number 4, Mid-Month Adjustment Worksheet, $15 value. When mid-month hits and things get tight, this quick-action worksheet keeps you calm, in control, and overdraft-free. In just 30 minutes, you'll rebalance your cash flow, protect your bills, and reset your savings, without touching credit or stressing over timing. It's your mid-month reset button for financial peace. That's $68 in bonuses, yours free when you join the Zero Overdraft system today. Now, I understand you might be thinking, this sounds too good to be true. I've tried budgeting apps, spreadsheets, even those payday advance apps, and nothing worked. I get it. You've been burned before. That's why I'm offering something no other financial program dares to offer: a completely risk-free satisfaction guarantee promise. Try the Zero Overdraft system for a full 7 days. Go through the setup steps, explore the tools, and see exactly how it can help you take control of your paycheck timing. If, within that first week, you feel like it's not for you, or you simply don't believe it will work for your situation, just send me an email and I'll refund every penny. No questions asked, no forms, no guilt trips. Just a quick, honest refund. But here's what I really believe will happen. Within your first paycheck cycle, you'll check your account balance without that familiar knot in your stomach. Within 30 days, you'll see money automatically flowing into your savings for the first time in years. And by day 60, you'll wonder how you ever lived with the constant stress of wondering if your card would get declined. I'm so confident because this system isn't based on opinions or gimmicks. It's built on research from the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, the Federal Reserve, and the Pew Charitable Trusts. The math doesn't lie. When you fix the timing between your income and your bills, overdraft fees simply can't happen the same way anymore. The only risk you're taking is staying exactly where you are right now: stressed, frustrated, and getting hit with fees every month. But I need to emphasize something important. This offer won't be available for long. Not only will the price increase once we reach 200 members, but the next enrollment period begins in just 20 days. If you miss this window, you'll have to wait another 12 weeks for the next group to start. That's 12 more weeks of living in fear every time you check your bank balance. 12 more weeks of getting hit with overdraft fees that steal money from your family. 12 more weeks of that sick feeling in your stomach when your card gets declined. Can you really afford to wait that long? Think about it. In 12 weeks, how many more overdraft fees will you pay? But it's not just about the money, is it? It's about the shame, the stress, the fights with your spouse about money, the anxiety that keeps you awake at night. Your paycheck hits next week. Your bills are due in 5 days. The same collision is about to happen again, unless you fix your account architecture right now. At this point, you have 3 options. Option 1. You can continue as you have been, using one checking account for everything, hoping your timing works out, crossing your fingers that fees don't hit. This path leads to more of the same: surprise overdrafts, stolen money, constant anxiety about your balance, and zero savings growth. Option 2. You can try to figure this out on your own, downloading more budgeting apps, creating complex spreadsheets, trying to track every penny while juggling work and family. This approach has likely already failed you multiple times because it doesn't fix the real problem: account architecture failure. Option 3. Or you can get the zero overdrafts in 30 days system and follow a proven, step-by-step method specifically designed for people living paycheck to paycheck. In just 30 days, you can eliminate all overdraft fees and start building automatic savings from every paycheck. The first option keeps you trapped in the same cycle. The second option wastes months of your time and energy. The third option gives you the exact blueprint to fix your money timing forever. Which path makes the most sense for someone who's tired of banks stealing their hard-earned money? The choice is yours, but I hope you'll choose financial peace of mind today. Because the truth is, you deserve to sleep soundly at night, without worrying about overdraft fees. You deserve to check your bank balance with confidence instead of dread. Your family deserves to keep every dollar you earn, instead of giving it away to banks. Click the link in the description to secure your spot in the zero overdrafts in 30 days system. Stop letting banks profit from your paycheck timing. Your money should work for you, not against you. Click the link below now. I'll see you inside the system.